poppin'. Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, and pass that bitch like Stockton.
As you guys know, I purchased the BRZ a week ago. The car is super fun to drive. It's such a cool little toy, but it comes with a stock exhaust and it's super quiet. It doesn't even sound like a sports car. And that's why in this box we have the HKS single exit exhaust. Let's get it. No matter what car I buy, the first thing that I do is get a aftermarket exhaust. I mean, stock exhausts are just boring, let's be honest. Now, before we start installing this, I just want to say that I've spent probably weeks in the BRZ and GR86 Facebook groups looking for exhaust setups that I really like. Now, let's not forget this is going to be an autocross and track build, so I don't really care if it's a single exhaust. I just want it to sound good and be light, because let me tell you, these cars can sound really good, but they can also sound like a Honda Civic at 3 AM. So you can imagine. For my other cars in the Supra, I go for what looks better, to be honest, but I really wanted the single exit exhaust because it's really a track focused exhaust, and I see a lot of people go with different brands for the single exhaust and they're built per order, so you have to wait months. I can't wait months, so I had Tommy single exit exhaust or HKS single exhaust that were ready to go. I haven't seen that many people running the single HKS exhaust, so I was willing to try and see how it sounds. And the people that are familiar with JDM stuff, HKS, you can't go wrong with that. Now there's a newer version, updated one with a different muffler. It looks different. I'm kind of liking the old school better, to be honest. I wanted to see how the car sounds with just exhaust. Then to get that Subaru rumble, we need to install headers. So we're gonna see how the car sounds with just an exhaust, with the stock headers, and then we're gonna order the unequal length headers and really get that Subaru rumble that we're looking for. I also bought something that's in this box that is going to make the rear bumper look a little better with the single exit exhaust. So this will be in the end. Before we jack up the car, let's do a last startup on the stock exhaust and do some revs. Looks like a pretty easy install. So let's get to it. So first we have to remove the factory exhaust, and I think the easiest way to do that is to remove it piece by piece. So I'm gonna start with the muffler. I think this will be pretty difficult to remove, so some WD-40 is gonna come in clutch, and then I'm gonna start by removing these few bolts. Let's get it. After a 15-minute fight, it's finally out. This hanger came out pretty easily, but I'm not gonna take it all the way out, so it holds this in place. Now it's time to remove that side. And the last piece is out. I wish I had a lift so I can install this exhaust in like 30 minutes. And this thing is heavy, so heavy compared to the HKS. So that's going to be a very good weight cut. I just got done installing the mid pipe. That took a while because it's very tight over there, so you gotta be patient. But yeah, installed the mid pipe. HKS gives you this very cool gaskets that goes right here. So yeah, halfway there. Last piece of the puzzle. Everything fits really well, to be honest. I'm surprised with the quality of the HKS. Last gasket, muffler, and we're done. The HKS single exit exhaust is installed. Not too bad. Took me like 2 hours, and it took me that long because I don't have a lift. I'm by myself, so if I have a buddy, that'll be an easy job. Now this is the next thing actually I'm gonna work on is get a diffuser, because after we remove the dual muffler, there's this big gap in the rear of the car. Called this the parachute effect, and it really drags the car. So in one of the next videos I have to install a diffuser. Looks pretty cool. Now the only thing that still bothers me is this, because it's this big hole that doesn't look good, but I have something for it. This will be super easy to install. I got this metal clips. Let's go and fill the gap. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, and you're done. First mod done by me, and to be honest, it sounds pretty good with the factory headers, so I'm really happy. I can already see my final vision of the car with the wing, with the diffuser, so it's gonna look way better than it is right now. So yeah, probably in the next few weeks I'm gonna be installing the aftermarket headers, and this will completely change the sound of the BRZ. And by the way, next week I'm going to my first autocross event. I'm super excited to get into autocross and trekking, and I'm excited to see what the BRZ does. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you like, subscribe, let me know what you think about my new HKS single exit exhaust, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.